How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. And today I'm going to be talking about how you can unblock the App Store in Russia. Okay, so as you can tell, you may have noticed actually, if you are a Russian resident, that many services, many websites have been restricted, throttled, or outright banned in Russia, okay? So there have been plenty of articles circling around, and if you're in Russia, you're probably just living the reality itself. So Russia blocks the Apple's App Store, and if you have been, as a result of course, Russia blocking the App Store, as well as the US sanctions, the Western and NATO sanctions on Russia, you might be getting caught in the middle. And as a Russian citizen, even in Ukraine, some of the services have been restricted. So it's definitely an unfortunate situation. So Meta and Alphabet prohibit advertisements from Russian state media. As part of its campaign to demonize Russian state media accounts, Meta said it would continue to do so. Aside from the accounts belonging to some Russian state media organizations, Meta has also restricted access to several accounts in Ukraine since February 27. Other requests from Russian authorities to restrict state-run media are also under consideration. So yeah, it's a very tricky situation, and if you are a Russian or Ukrainian citizen, you don't want to get caught into the middle of this whole thing. Tech companies obviously being shut in Russia, and there's just a lot of things to kind of take into consideration when it comes to using the web right now in Russia and Ukraine, mainly in Russia, since the Russian government is cracking down on social media websites, not wanting anybody to spread any information or criticism rather about the invasion, and they don't want anybody to call it an invasion in the first place, as Russia calls it a special a military operation rather than an invasion. So yeah, it's not just the App Store, it's Facebook and YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and a bunch of other things that are just, it's just not a good time, really. And either way, you want to protect yourself using a VPN. And when it comes to protecting yourself using a VPN, all you need to do is, let's say you're in Russia, right? Using Nord or Express or Surfshark, all of which are great VPNs, especially for censorship-heavy countries, specifically ExpressVPN, actually, due to their advanced obfuscation technology. Let's say you're using Nord, okay? All you need to do, by the way, if you guys are interested in any of these VPNs, you'll find links to special deals and discounts in the description down below, as well as full reviews if you'd like to learn more about these VPNs. Okay, so let's say I connect to Sweden, and that's pretty much how you can protect yourself. All these VPNs, I'll talk about these VPNs in just a second, but just to show you, if I go to whatismyipaddress.com or any other website, it'll show that I am in Sweden, and it's the same thing. Let's say I switch to Iceland and I check my website again here, it'll say that I am in Iceland. And thanks to the proper obfuscation technology of these VPNs, your ISP in Russia won't be able to tell they're using a VPN in the first place. As you can tell, now I am in Iceland. And that's how you can protect yourself from the Russian authorities. And if there are any Western sanctions that you don't want to get caught up in, you can just simply change your IP address to a country that's not Russia, and your internet will pretty much treat you as if you're not in Russia anymore. All right, so just to give you guys a little introduction into these VPNs, again, if you're interested in learning a little bit more about them, you'll find the reviews down below, but I'm just going to give you a quick rundown. So with ExpressVPN, you've got over 3,000 servers in 94 countries, and you'll be able to secure up to 5 devices per subscription. And of course, you have basic features such as the kill switch, as well as split tunneling. And the kill switch will stop your internet traffic if the VPN disconnects unexpectedly. And obviously, if you're in Russia, this is going to be very useful, or if you're in any other censorship-heavy country, because what this will do is that it will make sure that you're only going to be connected to the internet when the VPN is on. And the moment the VPN goes off, you will no longer have access to the internet. Okay, so this is going to be a very useful feature, and if you're in any censorship-heavy country where you might risk kind of getting tracked down by the government or the authorities because of your opinions or whatever, you want to keep this feature on, the kill switch. You want to keep that one on, okay? Now, split tunneling will give you the ability to select which applications are routed through the VPN and which are not. As far as protocols, you can go with any protocol you would like. You can test them out. I would suggest you stick to automatic if you don't want to ever mess with the protocol section again, though I do like sticking to lightweight simply because it is the fastest protocol. Okay, now just to note one thing with regards to censorship before I move on to NordVPN and Surfshark, ExpressVPN is going to be your best bet here when it comes to protecting yourself from authoritative dictatorships or any kind of very censorship heavy countries. And the cool thing about ExpressVPN is that you don't have to do any kind of configuration, no manual configuration, nothing is required. All you need to do is download it. It's as much of a plug and play VPN as it can get, really. And it's made to be that way. It's as accessible as possible. It's very easy. There's nothing complicated about the user interface, and that's exactly what it's made for. But yeah, if you want to be as safe as possible, go with ExpressVPN. NordVPN still works great, though you might have to download the NordVPN version that works in censorship-heavy countries. So you can just go to the website and download that. It's exactly the same version, but it's made for those that are in censorship-heavy countries. And Surfshark works just fine because, especially, you have your rotating IP here, which is a great new feature, which will automatically rotate your IP address while your VPN location stays the same, so that you're much tougher to track down. And then No Borders mode will help you bypass internet restrictions such as the Great Firewall of China. Now, if the obfuscated or if the No Borders mode doesn't work here, then you might have to actually do some manual configuration to make it work. But Surfshark overall is a great option, as well as NordVPN. They're great options for internet or censorship-heavy countries. Whereas ExpressVPN is just made to be as easy as possible to use, okay? Now, moving on with NordVPN, you've got over 5,200 servers in 60 countries, so that's 34 less countries than ExpressVPN. And you've got specialty servers such as DoubleVPN, Onion OverVPN, and peer-to-peer if you're interested in that. And if we go here, you do have an ad blocker, the powerful NordLynx protocol. You want to stick with that as the fastest one, and it works nearly 100% of the time, really. Not only do you have a conventional kill switch, just like Express and Surfshark, but you also have an app kill switch, which will close selected apps when you disconnect from the VPN or the connection drops, rather than closing the entire connection. Of course, you have split tunneling, and you have a custom DNS feature, which will allow you to change your DNS very easily. It's just an easy way to change your DNS, really. And obfuscated servers if you're in censorship-heavy countries. So yeah, you don't really have to use this unless using NordLynx protocol is just not working for you. And NordVPN will allow you to secure up to 6 devices per subscription. And finally, with Surfshark, you have over 3,200 servers in 65 countries. And the cool thing about Surfshark is that you'll be able to secure an unlimited number of devices with just a single subscription, which is great. Okay, and just like NordVPN, you do have specialty servers such as multi-hop and static IP. And by the way, DoubleVPN is the same as multi-hop, which will route your connection through 2 servers rather than 1, making it, well, double as difficult to track you down. You'll be routed through 2 servers and 2 IP addresses rather than just 1. And of course, you have your basic security features such as Bypasser, which is the same as split tunneling. It's just named Bypasser here. Your kill switch, Clean Web, which is your ad blocker. And finally, you have a handful of protocols. You can just stick to automatic if you don't want to mess with your protocols, or you can go with WireGuard, which is a powerful, or it will be the fastest protocol as well. And as I explained before, you have rotating IP and No Borders mode if you're in a censorship-heavy country. So yeah, you can be sure that these VPNs will definitely help you bypass whatever restrictions are imposed on you by your government, whether you're in Russia, China, UAE, or any other authoritative or country that doesn't really like the concept of free speech. You want to keep yourself protected. So yeah, this is the way to go. Again, if you're not satisfied, by the way, with any of these these VPNs, you do have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So you don't have to commit to the long-term plans, although the long-term plans will save you the most money. But if you're not, let's say, satisfied with any of these VPNs, you are able to claim your refund. It's a very hassle-free process. All you need to do is go to any of the websites, let's say with ExpressVPN here, hover over the bottom right. It's the same with Nord and Surfshark, by the way. Just go to the bottom right of any of the websites and you'll be able to access the live chat support, and they'll be able to refund you within 2 to 3, 4 business days. It's a very hassle-free, little to no questions asked kind of process. So again, you'll find links to special deals and discounts in the description down below. Feel free to take advantage of the discounts. And of course, if you'd like to learn more about these VPNs in terms of their privacy policies, speed, streaming, and torrenting capabilities, as well as security and features, be sure to check the reviews, the full in-depth reviews down in the description. So that'll be it for this video. Stay safe. Comment below if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer all of them. Like and subscribe if you'd like to support the channel and stay up to date with everything VPNs and cybersecurity. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day.